taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream for Wednesday, September 24th. S&P is up 11 points. NASDAQ up 52. Russell up 2, and the Dow is up 56. NASDAQ the strongest of the four. Gold is down 1/3%. Silver pretty flat. Notes bond yields pretty flat. Oil's up 1.5%. Natural gas down about 1/3. Soybeans, wheat, and corn all a little bit green. Euro and the pound are both down about 0.6%. Bitcoin up 1.4, back above 113,000. And the VIX is contracting, down 1.8%, currently at 16.34. Biggest movers pre-market. We've got BABA extending to a new all-time high. It's up 8%. Open doors up 6, a little bounce off of its several day sell-off. RGTI up 4%, QBTS up 4. Some of the quantum computing companies up. CoreWeave's up 1, Amazon's up 1, MSTR up 1. ASML, Oracle are both a little bit lower. Strongest sectors, cryptos, energy, regional banks, everything else is pretty flat. VIX contraction, so I'm not going to trade a 1DTE today. We do have MU calendar that I put on in Power Hour for earnings yesterday. MU kind of bounced right after the earnings release. Then it settled back into about unchanged. And then the pre-market has been a little weaker, so it's a little bit in the red. My sweet spot is 150, so it would need to come down another 15 points to get there. But I do like the way that it pushed to a new all-time high right after the earnings release, but it got rejected pretty hard. So I have till Friday on this fly, so we'll see. Good morning, Articulate. Sounds like I need to get more articulate. Good morning, Abash. I'm actually not sure how much trading I'll do today. I came down with I don't know. I got COVID or the flu or something. I was shaken and had a fever last night. A little hopped up on some meds. So if I say anything stupid, it's not my fault. So I'll most likely kind of take it easy today. Might have to sneak in a nap midday. No Tylenol. Is there something going on with them? I did see a headline. I don't remember what it was, though. I did take some Advil. Body's just aching all over. Got the opening bell in 5 seconds. No, not pregnant, I don't think. All right, expected move in SPX today is 22.15. Compared to 20.7 yesterday. The only thing we've got as far as scheduled econ news today is new home sales, and that's 30 minutes after the bell. And then we have a Fed speaker, but that's after the market closes. So we'll see if anything gets shaken up with the little Trump talk or anything, but otherwise nothing really scheduled. Initial move from the indices is down. Russell acting the weakest, going into the red. Russell dipped below pre-market lows and bounced. Tesla's moving up 1%. AMD and SMCI are acting the strongest of the chips. Most are down though. SMH is falling. And the banks are just slightly green. Bank of America is pushing higher. Hood trying to push above yesterday's high. Also right above pre-market high. JP Morgan now pushing, so banks catching a little bid. Russell bouncing back into positive territory. MU's now down 2%. That's good. The old butterfly is still a little bit red, though.
Order filled.
Really needs to get below 160, down into the 155 or lower. NASDAQ and Russell going opposite directions. Russell flushed the pre-market lows. Now it's pushing above pre-market highs. Hood trying to hold pre-market highs. MSTR, nice bounce. I'll still be trading my BIX SK. And then, if there's pockets of consolidation, I'll still try to sell 0 DTE premium to capture some profits if I see the opportunity. But whenever there's a overnight VIX contraction, the 1 DTEs tend to not perform very well. ARM, SMCI, and AMD still pushing. Yeah, AV GoGo and MU are weaker. PLTR had a little bounce. It's coming back down to unchanged. Tesla is now up 2%. It's pushing. Google's acting weak. Microsoft dipping into the red. So Russell flushed pre-market lows, now it flushed pre-market highs and reversed. We are into our second 5-minute bar, so we'll be looking for some volume. SMCI, a little pullback to yesterday's high. AMD is pulling back now. And the weak ones, MU and AVGO, are bouncing. Hood is now pulling back below pre-market highs as well as previous day high. MSTR still bouncing. Looks like ARM is going to get a big volume bar. Let me know if you guys see any others. Tesla might get there if it keeps pushing. So ARM and Tesla are kind of the two that are close. I might take an SMCI long at pre-market highs here. It's right there. Yeah, I'm going to take calls in SMCI. 2 DTE, I'm going to take the 48 calls. Trying to get filled. Filled at 93 cents. ARM has a volume bar. Tesla is almost there. Still got a minute. Nice Watson, AMD, nice little dip and bounce. That's what I'm looking for out of SMCI. Put a profit target of $1.10 to take some off. We'll see. I may lower that. All right, so Tesla got there and it pulled back. Kind of a wicky top on that volume bar. ARM had a volume bar. It has not pulled back yet. SMH has now bounced. Got back its dip from the first 5 minutes. Tesla is right there at the bottom of that volume bar. I don't like that. I don't like the wiki top on that one, but I'm going to lower my profit target in SMCI to 103. I'd like to get out, but when it gets to the top of that, or the bottom of that wick, if it bounces here. Started to bounce, coming back down. AMD's also coming back down. ARM is staying strong. Tesla's holding that volume bar. Apple's weak, Google weak, Amazon weak, Netflix weak. Microsoft is trying to bounce. Meta's a little bit green. I liked it. SMCI on the daily chart as well. Had that little dip and bounce yesterday. I was hoping for a little continuation today. It's trying to bounce back up. Tesla, if you got in at the bottom of that bar, you're probably doing well. Did anybody take Tesla? ARM never really gave a pullback, and it's flying up again. Nice, nice. S&P and NASDAQ trying to bounce. Bitcoin holding up. There goes Tezzy. Tezzy going Tezzy.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
SMCI just kind of holding. MU kind of bounced back up to pre-market lows. If it's going to stay weak here, it may roll over. In fact, I'm going to take some MU puts here. Well, my butterfly's taking the one I want, so I'm going to go 160 puts in MU. $160 puts in MU. Trying to get filled. Kind of dipped on me. I'm not going to chase it anymore. See if I get filled here. There we go. Filled at $1.86. Taking a continuation off of pre-market lows. You know, it had earnings, as I mentioned. Pushed up to all-time highs after the announcement and then got rejected pretty hard. So I like the potential continuation lower. Try to get out of some near lows of day. Put my profit target at 210 for now. SMCI is popping back up. Need to push up towards highs. VIX on the rise as the S&P's coming down. PLTR is super choppy. Watson, you still in AMD? It's kind of coming down here. MU's just kind of hovering around that pre-market low level. Definitely could get a much better fill than I did here. I kind of chased because it was dipping as I was trying to get filled. Yeah, ARM's getting a pullback, but it already pushed a new high. I don't necessarily like taking a volume runner on that. If you want to wait till it gets all the way down to the bottom of that volume bar, I don't hate that idea, but it's like it almost gave it all it had with that volume, and now it's done. Tesla still kind of holding. Most of the other Mag 7 kind of choppy or weak. Bank of America, JP Morgan staying strong. Goldman Sachs just kind of barely green. CoreWeave, big rejection down below yesterday's lows. Hood just kind of chopping near yesterday's high still. All right, now SMCI is coming down. I need SMCI up, MU down. Most of the chips coming down, SMH kind of rolling over, ARM still pulling back.
Order
About
filled.
30 seconds left on this bar with SMCI. S&P coming down to unchanged. I may just have to cut SMCI here. Give it a few seconds. Man, why is MU holding? That's the one I need down. All right, getting ready to cut SMCI. Let's see where this little
Order filled.
bounce goes.
Order partially filled.
SPX into the red.
Order filled.
NASDAQ into the red. Russell into the red. Yeah, Tesla, nice hold in Tesla. All right, so if I see any weakness come into SMCI, I'm going to cut it, just kind of seeing where this little bounce is going to go. Doesn't look like it's going to snap back up, but all right, I'm out. I'm going to cut SMCI. Filled at 72 cents. Still holding MU. Did not participate in that little chip down move.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Got hit on two of my put side BICs on that down move.
Order partially filled.
MU filled
Order
at
filled.
210 to hit my first profit target. Nvidia acting weak, Meta coming down to unchanged. Tesla trying for new highs of day. Nice trade on that one, guys. I had just gotten in SMCI and I didn't like that wiki top, but there it goes through highs of day. Yeah, Goog is getting hammered. No follow through out of MU. TSM getting hammered. PLTR getting hammered. Now AVGO trying to bounce. SMH trying to bounce. ARM trying to bounce. Tesla. Tesla going Tezzy. MU back to my level. S&P, NASDAQ, Russell trying to bounce. Gold hovering under all-time highs set yesterday. Same with silver. 10-year yield, a little bounce today. Oil's up a little bit today and yesterday. Tesla pushed a new high, coming back down. Big volume, kind of mighty 90 spike-ish volume, but I wouldn't be shorting that personally. Need a big continuation floosh out of MU. Staying weak. It's just kind of choppy. When the other chips were flushing, I would have liked to see MU flush. Hood dipped into the red and bounced decently, kind of a mighty 90 volume spike. AVGO trying to bounce, SMCI trying to bounce, ARM just kind of still pulling back. SMH is really just kind of choppy today, still within its first 5-minute range. CoreWeave flushed yesterday's lows with volume. A bit of a bounce. Hood coming back down after it tried to bounce. S&P and NASDAQ, not much continuation yet on their bounce. Russell is just all over the place. Bitcoin now rolling over. MSTR completely gave it back up. So did Coin. Meanwhile, Tezzy's just holding strong, new highs. When Tesla gets on those missions and just doesn't care what anything else is doing, those are fun ones. Tesla's trying to get back up to that high that it put in on Monday after a big kind of a gap up and reverse yesterday. All-time high is 488. It's currently at 438. Another 50 points. NVIDIA pushed into the red. It's trying to bounce. Meta dipped into the red, bounced back into the green. S&P, NASDAQ in a little continuation on that bounce. Goog had a little mighty 90, yeah. Tesla pulling back. Finally. MU's not moving. S&P's bounce got shoved back down. SMH back up to the top of its range, but still within the first 5 minutes. It's kind of chopping. AMD's little bounce getting pushed back down. MU still holding below my level, but no continuation through lows of day. Still within the first 5 minute range. Russell back up to between its pre-market high and low, kind of flushed both sides. Meta just flushed the overnight lows. Trying to bounce again. I mean, I like how MU keeps rejecting pre-market lows, but I need to see some new lows of day. It's just taking its sweet time. You know you want it, MU. You know you want it. Come and get it. Circle, big bounce, back up to the high of its range with volume. Couple 1 minute left. Could get a big volume bar and circle. Bank of America, a little rollover after being strong. SMCI, big bounce back. S&P trying to get back in the green. S&P's a little dip getting bought up. NASDAQ getting bought up. Russell trying to head back to highs of its range. Bitcoin bouncing. A lot of the chips bouncing. MU staying weak. That's a good sign. Big bouncing Goog. Tesla. Pretty healthy pullback here. Meta, big bounce. S&P rejecting at pre-market lows. Same with the NASDAQ. Here comes MU down through lows of day, or almost to lows of day. Come on, let's get dirty. Let's get dirty, MU. Coin, big bounce up through highs of day. MSTR, big bounce back up to mid-range. Circle had a big volume bar. It's pulling back a little bit. It's just kind of in mid-range. Hood through lows of day. Let's see, I got out of my first MU at 210.
Order filled.
It's not even back there.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
MU ticked through lows of day. I don't need a tick. I need a flush. If MU could get down to about 155, that'd be about 100% on that 100% profit on that butterfly. Has Tesla got another leg in it? A little pullback. Just a tick through lows a day out of MU. SMH still within its first 5-minute range. It's kind of back and forth action in the chips so far. So Circle, I mean, technically it had a big volume bar here. It's just kind of choppy. It's in like a 2-point range. Had this big push, and it's pulled back. Circle's a little squirrely on the volume, though. AMD through lows of day. Hood through lows of day. Russell still pumping. NASDAQ and S&P couldn't get back above their pre-market low. I'll be back in 1 minute. S&P's just kind of chopping around unchanged, pushing into green, back in the red. Same with the NASDAQ. MU bounced off of today's lows. Let's see if it can get pushed back down. I don't see anything else I'm really going to get in at this point. Tesla's a little dip getting bought up. Are you Tesla traders still in? Chad added. Looks like a good ad so far. MU back up to pre-market lows. Yeah, so ARM, I talked about this. It had the big volume bar, but then it extended above that. And then when it started pulling back, it has had very little bounces. Every bounce is getting shoved back down here. Now it's below that big volume bar, so that's kind of what I was talking about. Well, I wouldn't take that one after it has a volume bar and a little extension, but it kind of fails. To me, that's a sign it's not really going anywhere. Microsoft tried to go green. It's getting shoved back down. MU still holding, getting kind of theta decayed. I guess I got in a little bit below where we're at right now anyway, because I chased my fill a little bit, but still holding the level here. I don't like how it immediately jumped after it pushed through lows of day. AVGO, nice bounce. SMH finally breaking out of its chop. SMCI pumping. S&P, NASDAQ trying to bounce. Russell getting rejected a little bit at pre-market highs again.
Order partially filled. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order filled.
Bitcoin trying to get back up to highs of day. Tesla ticked a new high of day. All right, I am going to wrap the stream. I'll post whenever I get out of MU. As long as it holds pre-market lows, I'm going to stay in. I will post as I exit that one. And if I see anything else interesting, I will post as well. Otherwise, everybody have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in Power Hour. Take care.